How's it going, everyone? I'm Walter the Film Hermit, and today I'm going to take a quick look at Almost Famous on 4K UHD Steelbook. Now, I watched this the other night and I totally forgot that this movie is 21 years old. It was shot here in San Diego at the time, and I know I saw this at the theater, but it's been so long I don't really quite remember that particular experience. But I always remember that it was a film that I enjoyed, and I've got a few copies that I've purchased over the years. So let's take a quick look at the other copies that I have in my collection, and then we'll take a look at the Steelbook. So this movie stars Kate Hudson, and it also stars Billy Crudup, and it's directed by Cameron Crowe. Frances McDormand is also in this movie too, and she's actually very, very amazing in it. If you haven't seen it, basically the director, Cameron Crowe, it's just a semi-autobiographical story about when he was a teenager. He used to write articles for Rolling Stone. So in the movie, he's a 15-year-old that gets a job writing articles for Rolling Stone, and he befriends a very popular band and goes on tour with them. And this movie got a lot of award nominations back when it came out. I was looking over some of them because it's been so long, I didn't remember. But when I watched it, I forgot how good it was, and I was like, this has been nominated for a lot of things. So it looks like it was winner of an Oscar for Best Screenplay, and Kate Hudson was nominated for Best Actress, and Frances McDormand was nominated for Best Actress. But it won the Oscar for Best Screenplay, and also was nominated for Best Film Editing. For the Golden Globes, it actually won Best Picture for Comedy or Musical, and let's see, Kate Hudson won the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role, and so did Frances McDormand, Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. But I know for the most part, Hollywood kind of hates the Golden Globes right now, so that's not really a thing anymore, so I hear. But let's take a quick look at the DVD. I still have the DVD of it. So this was the director's edition. And normally what I do is if I get a movie on Blu-ray, I tend to want to get rid of the DVD, but I kept this one because it had some unique packaging. This is back in the day when they actually made really nice DVD editions, because that's all it was. So this one's kind of like a digipack. It opens up, and they actually included a Stillwater CD in here. Stillwater is the fictional band that's in the film that the main character basically goes on tour with. And I'm trying to remember the character's name. And I've got my little hand. Patrick Fugit plays William Miller, who was supposed to be the fictional version of Cameron Crowe. So that's the CD that it comes with, and it's got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. I don't think I've ever listened to it. I opened it once, but I don't think I've ever listened to it. It's got a little booklet here that has a little small image of the original poster. The original poster just had Kate Hudson on the front of it. And when you open it up, it's got both versions of the movie. It's got the regular theatrical edition, and it's got the bootleg cut, which they call. It's only the bootleg version is called Untitled. And kind of the cool thing about this movie when it first opens up, the title of the film is actually handwritten in a notebook. So when you watch the bootleg version of it, they write Untitled instead of writing Almost Famous. So probably been a good 15 years since I've sat down and watched this movie from beginning to end. And I remembered some of the key points of it, but I didn't remember all of it. So it actually has great performances in it. And Frances McDormand, as always, is amazing, and Kate Hudson is very good in it. The movie, this time around when I watched it, I was watching it when I was off from work, and I didn't really have a lot of time to watch it in one sitting, because I watched the bootleg cut, which is like 2 hours and 41 minutes. And I don't mind a longer movie when I'm at home. But the movie kind of made me kind of sad. And I'll kind of go over why. Like I said, it's a very well put together film with a great screenplay, but there's certain elements of the story that hit really close to home, I guess, for everyone. It's movies about, music, rock music in the 70s, but what it really is about the human capacity for love, and how we all looking for different things in different ways, even though we're all looking for the same thing, and how hard it can be when things don't work out the way we want. So this is the Blu-ray edition of it, and I don't remember buying this. The art on this is actually really nice. It looks like it's a drawing of the original poster, and it looks like put it in a disc sock. I used to collect these for a while because it was a way of having your movies take up less space. So when you get it closer, there's not any type of glare there. So that's, and it looks like they actually put the Golden Globe win right there in the front. And how many discs does this have? I only see one disc in here, and it says it's the bootleg cut. So maybe this one only had, yep, it only had the bootleg cut. So if you wanted the theatrical, you'd have to keep the DVD. That's probably why I kept it. So that's the back of it there. So let's take a look at the steelbook. So here's the front cover of it. Now, Paramount released this on 4K steelbook, and they've been doing this recently where they will just release the movie on steelbook only and then maybe do a non-steelbook later, or they'll do the opposite where they'll just do the slipcover and a couple months later they'll do the steelbook. I don't know why they're doing it that way, but I saw it, I was like, you know what, this is a movie in my collection, I want to upgrade it, let's go ahead and get it. So it's got Kate Hudson as Penny Lane on the front there, and let's take a look at the back, and I believe that's Kate Hudson's boots in the film. And let's take a look at this side of it. So this edition, Paramount also, what they've been doing recently is that they have been putting in no Blu-ray edition of the movie. It will just have the 4K in there only. So since there's two versions of this movie, you get two 4K discs. One that has the theatrical edition and one that has the bootleg cut. It's been so long, I don't remember what the differences were, but I watched the bootleg cut. It was about 2 hours and 41 minutes, and it was fine. Some movies, I'm not crazy about the director's cut because sometimes it's too long, and sometimes it kind of ruins the timing. Actually, a perfect example, Underworld. That's like one of my guilty pleasure movies, but for some reason, I'm not crazy about the director's cut. It just goes on too long, and for the 100 times that I've seen that movie, I couldn't for the life of me tell you what the differences are between the two. I always forget. The 4K edition for Underworld only has the theatrical edition, but I think, the 4K edition only has the theatrical, if I remember correctly. So this is the inside of it, and it's got the whole band in there. Anna Paquin, who's known from the X-Men films, is playing Rogue. She's in this movie as well. And you got Kate Hudson on there, and then you got the whole band there. And Fairuza Balk, that's the name of her. Fairuza Balk, I remember from when I was a kid. She played in a movie, Return to Oz, where she played Dorothy. So whenever I see her, I remember that movie because I used to like that movie a lot. She was also in The Craft too, the teenage witch movie from like the mid to late 90s. So very strong performances in this film. Really good transfer, really good sound quality on this disc too. I think it was only DTS Master Audio, but I think DTS Master Audio is fine. A lot of audio files on the YouTube will talk a lot about lossless audio, and always wanted to get like the Dolby Atmos. And Dolby Atmos is cool, but you don't always need it. We're watching these movies at home. As long as we can get something that's better than what we had on DVD, that's good enough. So overall, I think this movie's worth upgrading to 4K. It's got a good video quality, good audio quality. It's a really good movie with a lot of cast members that I forgot were in the movie. A lot of people, because it's been so long. I'm trying to think of his name. He's actually the voice of in the How You Train Your Dragon movies. He is like a kid in the movie, and I'm like, I had no idea that he was in this movie. And also Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's in the movie with a beard, and I was like, I don't think I ever knew that was Jimmy Fallon. He's actually got a small part in the movie as well. Let's see. I've been doing these videos where I forget people's names, and it kicks me in the pants, and I'm tired of it. So I'm gonna look up his name. Okay. I'm gonna probably massacre it. Jay Baruchel. Yeah, so he's the voice of Hiccup in the How to Train Your Dragon movies. And he actually has a small role in this movie, and he looked like he was like 15 years old. So I had no idea that he was in the movie. I also forgot that Zooey Deschanel was in the movie too. She plays William's sister, and she looks exactly the same even after 20 years. she was actually really good in the movie, even though she's not in it very much, but she was really, really good in the movie. The movie's got great performances, it's got a great cast, it's got cool music in it. A lot of moments in the movie are very sad, but worthwhile film to watch. Also, I don't want to forget about the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's actually in the movie too. He's only in like 2 or 3 scenes, but every scene he's in is amazing. He plays kind of a mentor to William and kind of tries to walk him through what it's like to not be a cool person, to be surrounded by cool people, and trying to keep your head in the real world. So if you haven't seen it, a lot of people probably haven't because it's a 20-year-old movie. I definitely recommend checking it out. I'm sure it's on most streaming services, probably on Paramount Plus. Actually, you know what? The cool thing about IMDb is when you click on it, it tells you what streaming service it's on. It's on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount Plus, you can probably check it out and watch it. But you know, me being the film hermit, I like having my physical copy in the collection. So now the collection's complete now that it's done in 4K. So thank you so much for watching. If you can please like, comment, and subscribe, it greatly helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.